So Boogie2988 has a warrant out for his arrest. Let's get into it.
Skip it up and that up.
So it was interesting. Last night, a subscriber of mine, who's also a friend of mine, actually DM'd me on Facebook that Boogie2988 had a warrant out for his arrest. And I went to verify it, and there it was. Now, if you go to the original website, it's no longer there, but that's because when there's new warrants, the older warrants they move down or are deleted. But it's legitimate. Here is a picture of it. And yeah, he has a $5,000 bond out for him. So there is the warrant. It was issued on May the 7th, and he has the charge is aggravated assault, and the bond is set for $5,000. Now, Boogie himself hasn't mentioned too much about this, but this is in correlation to the episode, I guess you could say, or incident that happened at his house with the personality, we'll call him that, and I use that term loosely, Frank Hassel, who showed up to his home. I said back then, do not show up to a YouTuber's house. I don't care if you dislike them. I don't care if you love them. PewDiePie had this happen to him too. I don't care if you I just want to see if it was the address, that's all. Do not do it, because a bad situation can happen much worse than this. Well, anyway, when Frank Hassel showed up to his door, obviously I can't show the video here. Boogie had a gun, and the mistake really happened when Boogie shot a warning shot into the air. Lord knows what, God forbid the bullet could have hit somebody if he didn't aim up straight enough, or if the bullet falls back down and injures. There's countless that you don't fire a shot. Do I understand and relate to Boogie being very angry that someone would have the audacity to show up to his house? Yes, I totally understand that. And Frank Hassel is a giant piece of crap for doing that. I do not fault Boogie for being enraged for that at all. I don't care what Boogie said to him. You have a dispute, handle it through a live stream, handle it through YouTube videos, handle it through making content. Do not actually show up to someone's home. Well, due to the fact that Boogie did actually fire a shot, this is why there is a warrant out for his arrest. Now, a lot of people were speculating about this. Is this warrant valid? Did someone just Photoshop something together? No, it's legit. The website it came from is legit. And Boogie actually commented on Twitter about it today. So news is circulating around me. Can't really comment for obvious reasons. Thank you and anyone for support in this situation, though. I am going to do the right thing and do it by the book. Glad to cooperate with the authorities. Heading home today to do so. And Frank Hassel on Twitter said that he hopes that Boogie gets the help he needs, which I find funny after whatever Boogie said to him, dude, you showed up to his house. You showed up to his house and you helped accelerate the situation to this. Not saying that Boogie did the right thing, not saying he shouldn't be responsible for his own actions. Of course he should be. But what were you thinking? I know this is what you do. I know there are degenerates that find what you do funny. I don't. And also, Frank, on top of it too, I don't want to see anything happen to you and you're playing with fire. You are. You're absolutely playing with fire. Now, what's interesting about this situation is that many people, including my editor and I, really thought that this whole situation that happened between Boogie and Frank Hassel, and this was speculation, and obviously we were wrong, unless they really went all out to do a show. We thought this was a way to garner views for Storyfire, to, make drama, fake drama, to bring things over to Storyfire. Jesse Ridgway, also known as Mick Juggernuggets on YouTube, is known to do things to stir up attention. That's basically what got him started on YouTube. So a lot of people were thinking, look, Storyfire's struggling. Let's make this exclusive to Storyfire, the whole drama that happened, and maybe people will finally come and use the website. But obviously, that's not the case. I don't see this going to this level, and I don't think that Boogie would have fired a shot off to do improv to make it seem more believable to just get views on a different website. So this sucks, man. I know that Boogie just felt like he was defending his home. I do not condone the fact that he actually fired a shot that was dangerous and that was reckless and he didn't think it through. But for Christ's sake, this is why I've said before, and I've said with PewDiePie, I remember making a video using CSGO footage. Why I remember that, I don't know. But I was talking, this is when I had audio-only videos where I had gameplay. When someone showed up to PewDiePie's house, you don't, whether you're doing it for malicious purposes or not, you don't show up to someone's home. You don't, unless you are invited over, you don't have a right to. And one, it is extremely rude and extremely dangerous. Now, the YouTuber or celebrity or whoever it is, they may feel threatened. Imagine how uncomfortable that is. Think about it from your perspective. If, you know, even if you're not in the public eye, say you watching right now, someone just goes, oh, hey, man, I found your address on the internet. Just wanted to come say hello. You would freak out, right? You would freak out. It's the same thing for a YouTuber or a celebrity or whatever the case may be. And so and especially with the whole situation between Frank Hassel and Boogie, I don't fault Boogie for being as angry as he was and wanting to defend his ground. But firing that shot off was a no-go. Now, I hope that there is no severe legal repercussions for Boogie because, again, it was the heat of the moment. A guy that he thought was a threat showed up to his home and he just wasn't thinking straight. Again, what he did was wrong, but we'll have to wait and see. But again, for Christ's sake, I know there's some edgy 18-year-old edgelords out there to like, oh, we found so-and-so's address. Let's just show up to his or her house and see what they do. And we'll film it. We'll get 1 million views on YouTube. Don't do it. You're literally putting your life at risk. Maybe a different YouTuber, instead of shooting in the air, they may have shot at you. And then what? Your life is over for a prank or a joke? It's not worth it. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.